The Slide Media. This right here is my review on Stargirl Season 3, Episode 9. Before I get started on this episode, I'd like to talk about a few things real quick. I know it's been busy. I haven't done any videos for a quick second, but, been working, been busy all last week. But this week I will be doing videos. Like I said, right now I'm doing Stargirl for tonight, and I also am going to be doing Atlanta. Atlanta's coming. Also, I haven't had a chance to watch the first two episodes of Titans, but I will be doing a review on Titans as well. So stay tuned for my reviews on both of those two episodes because Titans is one of my favorite shows. But I've had a chance to, I've been busy, so I haven't had a chance to do none of those videos. But they will become reviews for Titans, Stargirl, and Atlanta. All coming. Well, Stargirl tonight, and next after Stargirl, after Stargirl will be Atlanta tomorrow, and Titans as well. Do a review on both of them tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned for that. So, but also as well, I talk about Stargirl will be canceled. Season 3 will be the last season of Stargirl. I'm upset. I'm hurt. I don't know if y'all hurt as I am. I'm like, dang, come on, man. Like I said, another show bites the dust from the CW, but that's what happens when a major network or a company gets bought out. They cut off a lot of stuff and everything like that. So, I already know about how Warner Bros. Does with the whole Cartoon Network thing has been cut as well. So, yes, there will be no more Stargirl. Naomi was canceled last year around this time, and also Stargirl's on his way out too. The only thing left looks like will be Superman and Lois. Let's hope that holds on by a thread. Superman and Lois, hopefully that's safe and everything. Cause Superman is Superman, so hopefully that stays, around and that can stay. But Stargirl is gone. The best thing we can get, maybe Stargirl might can come on HBO Max. I don't know, but I kind of highly doubt it. So, and this probably be the last season of Stargirl. I enjoy Stargirl. I talk about this all the time. It's one of my favorite TV shows. I love. I enjoy so much. Definitely thought it was better than She-Hulk or most of anything that Marvel has ever had on Disney Plus and all that. Probably not, just not better than Falcon Winter Soldier. That's it. But Stargirl's definitely better than the majority of the shows that have been on Disney Plus. So definitely, to me, even better than some of them. Might even be better than probably a tie between Peacemaker. Peacemaker was definitely a good series as well. I enjoyed that a lot, but I believe for sure, like, Stargirl was up there with that. So I think for sure, like, Stargirl, man, it's a shame though it's gone, it's leaving, it's his last season. I still gonna, of course, keep my reviews on it, obviously, because it's the last season and everything like that. But I'm just like, man, oh man, Stargirl's not coming back at the end of the season. So, good show, another good show, but that's what happened regardless how good the show is when, a major network gets, when a new studio head comes in and everything like that, and a merge happens or something like that. Well, a major network comes in and get a new head, I should say. That's kind of what happens. A lot of shows get cut, and that's what's going on with the CW right now. But they're getting a new head, so they're cutting off a lot of shows, a lot of programming. So, it's just a lot different now and all that. Because Flash, of course, is on his last season, So, I almost like in 3 or 4 years now, we won't even probably get like any more superhero shows on the CW might be in the next 3 or 4 years. The CW network might be a whole different kind of network. So, you know, that's what happens. Kind of remember this happened almost 10 years ago. A lot of the sitcom television shows I watched, they ended too early because that's what happened when the same thing happened when a major network had came in and all that, and they cut off all the shows. So, like I said, that's what happens. Like I said, I'm still doing my reviews on it. I love Stargirl, and I definitely enjoyed this episode. It just came out this past Wednesday. So, right now, I'm going to talk about the main key points of this episode. So, the main key points of this episode, we see after going to the Shadowlands, Pat has decided we finally figured about Mike's mom. And Pat's trying to figure out should he tell Mike about his mom and all that. Pat's undecisive. He's undecided whether or not he should do it or not. He's thinking like, should I not, and all that. And Barbara was telling him, even though what happened when with Courtney and her father and everything like that, it did bring her some closure and all that. Even though she hates her father and everything, that did bring her some closure to that situation and everything like that. So she's telling him, hey, maybe you should tell Mike about his mom and maybe he should meet his mom and everything. Regardless how it goes, at least he gives him closure and all that. Maybe that way he doesn't hate you and all that if he definitely knows about his mother and everything. So he's undecided about that. So Pat's just saying, okay, maybe I should. Not it. So maybe next episode we do get more of that, more of Pat for sure, definitely more so of Pat talking about, Mike and telling him and maybe we get introduced to his mom before the end of the season. Hopefully so, because obviously like you don't want to let that storyline just blank for forever and all this. Since this is obviously the last season of Stargirl, hopefully they get that. That way it's not a situation I believe like where it's something that's just a loose end that was just cut. I mean, just something that was loose end that we never got resolved. I hate shows that end like that where we never figure out what happened or what what was gonna be. So I feel like that's definitely good. That I feel that would be good if we definitely get some closure that Mike does meet his mom for the end of the series. So you know. Also, it's where he has a talk with Mr. Croc, sports master. He has a talk with him about that, because they're becoming real close, him and Pat, and talk about his personal situation and all that. They were going closer, and like getting better, and with each other. And he seemed like he's talking to him about that, about an undecisive decision that he has to make whether or not he wants to introduce Mike to his mom and ask Sylvester, hey, hey, have you seen, Mike's mom and all? Maybe you can set that up and all that, or he's just leave it alone and not deal with it no more. Have Mike just never find out. Maybe we'll till he's a little bit older about his mom and all. So like I say, I'm enjoying the Crocs this season a lot. I really do enjoy them so much. They're one of the few characters I actually missed this season. I'm so mad and upset that we're not gonna see them either as well. Of course, with Stargirl, and I really was enjoying their character art this season. So we won't get to see them at all either. Now let's talk about Cameron and his parents. We get to talk about Cameron and his grandparents. So Cameron's grandparents decide, they decided okay, his art teacher has come and said, hey, Cameron should start back doing art and everything like that. The grandma's like, no, no. Lily's like, no, let's not do that and all that. Sophie's grandfather's like, nah, we should, with art and all that. But Lily just goes off and ends up killing the art teacher and all that just cause of like, man, she just she just feels like, no, Cameron doesn't have to do art anymore and all that. She wants him to kind of be evil and pretty much take the reign of what his father was doing. That's what she wants. So she tells him like, she tells the art teacher, nah, get on somewhere and all that. And like I said, the grandfather Sophus, he was trying to calm down and mediate the situation and all that and everything, but the grandmother just literally just goes off, ends up killing the art teacher. The reason it got slipped in my mind too about the art teacher, he's the same one that got captured last season and all that with Clipto and everything like that and all. Then he goes again and gets himself in the sun again by going to the grandparents' house. I'm just like, dang, bro. Like I thought he was gone last season. I thought Clipto was gonna kill him last season, but he ends up getting killed this season by Cameron's grandparents and all. I'm like, dang, dude just seemed like he in the wrong place at the wrong time, right? Just but gets killed, and I'm like, dang. So that leads to that. Now I'm gonna get, skip everything. I'm gonna get straight to the part. So Courtney, after what happened in the Shadowlands, her convincing the team Helix, to become better, become good. She decides to make peace with Yolanda and everybody else in the group in the JSA. So she decides, okay, how about this? I'm gonna talk to Cameron about about what happened and tell him the truth about us and tell him that I'm with the JSA and all that. And boy, oh boy, big mistake. Rick gets the idea that there's Cameron as grandparents and all that have been watching them and everything like that. So he just goes ballistic because he's not on that hourglass anymore. Can use it whenever he wants now. So that adrenaline rush kicks in. He goes in. He goes in banging on the door while Courtney's with Cameron. He goes in banging on their house saying they're the ones that been watching us. And just the all out brawl. Very, very good action scene. Because once again, got to keep on talking. That's why I'm so upset that this series is ending. Because it's just a good action set piece. You got Rick and Cameron fighting. You got then Yolanda comes in. They're fighting. Beth comes in. Her parents even call her. And she actually even learns that she knows she has fight skills now she could use with Dr. Midnight Glass. So Beth comes in there. She's fighting. Then we get good old Artemis. We ain't got Artemis a lot at all this season. We finally get my girl Artemis. The one, like I said, I love the Crocs. They're probably my favorites in this series, and I'm just like, wow, what I'm saying? Dang. So we get them all in the action sequence. They fighting everything like that. Long story short, the grandfather ends up having a stroke, and Beth ends up saving him by calling. I think she calls her mother, not the father. She calls her mother, and she ends up saving him because he's going through a stroke. Ends up helping him out, relieve himself from getting a stroke because his grandfather actually taught some sense. Once again, being the millionaire as always he is. He ends up meeting his grandson, telling Cameron, you can't feel with rage and be evil and all that, because that's what happens to your father with rage and everything like that. So you have to calm down, let it go. So, like I said, he does, Cameron calms down, lets it go, and everything. And the father ends up, of course, surviving, getting better with the help of Beth, with giving him what he needs and everything to get over that way. He doesn't die from a heart attack and everything. So that ends off the series, and then like it's finna be in the episode. Then we get to Keem and Mike. They been coming up with this plan to try to help Sydney, try to get Sydney right, along with Thunderbolt making a witch form. But they're trying to figure out who this is going to this. I forgot they're going. I'm sure no, they're going to this woods here, going to this house, trying to see who's over here and everything like that. With Thunderbolt, with him and Mike and Thunderbolt and all that. They go over there and we see a character I'm not familiar with. They go in there and they see Ultra Human Knight just ready, screen ready to attack him, and I let him along with Thunderbolt. All leave it. They all decided to leave and just dip. So wow. Then that ends off the episode right there. I'm not familiar with Ultra Human Knight. I don't know if anybody else is in the comment section. Let me know. I'm not familiar with Ultra Human Knight like that. But it seems like he's a big character. Like he's one of the villains we're gonna have. This season, this last season, maybe 1 or 2 episodes, we'll have to deal with him before we find out who's the real guy watching the cameras and everything like that. Because I feel like we're getting to that pretty soon as well. Because there's 4 more episodes left. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. How everything pans out. How everything goes. But wow, you know what I'm saying? Definitely good episode. Ends with a banger, like and all that. Can't wait to see about the Ultra Human Night guy. What is he up to? What his thing is. And of course, we didn't get Sydney at all this episode. So we get Sydney back this episode. I mean, next episode we get her back. But like I said, I love seeing Artemis. We haven't seen her in a while, so I'm glad we got to see Artemis and all. It's always good to see her and her parents. I love them so much. So, you know, definitely good solid episode, man. Like I said, I can't wait. Like I said, I'm still upset Stargirl is getting canceled. It won't be back next season, but I for sure love this, man. I'm definitely, loving entertaining by this series and all that. And it's messed up. Like I said, this is last season of Stargirl, but I enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed this episode. So I can't wait for the episode that comes on tomorrow. Definitely can't wait for it. Like I always say, if you like the content, please don't hesitate to hit like, subscribe button to Slide Media. Like I always say, enjoy life. Y'all have a good night. I'm out.